Good afternoon, family. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime, and today we're taking a look at Overgear, OG01, and I'm assuming Blackout is OG02. So let's just go ahead and start it off. First, we're going to look at Blackout in his armored helicopter mode, and then we're going to look at Ironhide, and then we're going to look at Evangeline Optimus Prime at the end. But let's just start off with this. Blackout looks incredible. There's not many toys that I look at in the grayscale without it being painted that makes me be like, oh yeah, I gotta have this. I could care less what it costs. These are super stylized toys, and that would go great with, like, I have a super stylized Devastator, a stylized Bruticus. Why not add these guys onto it also? This looks phenomenal. And then when you look at Ironhide and everyone else, that they're showing. Sorry, my son just flipped his four-wheeler. There you go, buddy. You ride it that way. So anyway, looking at the stylized helicopter, man, I tell you what, I can't wait to see this thing in color. Like, even seeing it without color, like I said, in grayscale, I would be fine with it that way. There's so much detail and, like, the articulation, and I love the fact that in the alt mode, they're not trying, there is no robot parts. Not that I see. But yeah, and look at Ironhide. Whew. Look at Ironhide. Like, I hate to say it and bring up, old stuff, but reactivate. You could have used this. How about this, Hasbro? Can we get a Overgear game and you use these models? Like you were going to with Transformers Reactivate. Reactivate missed its calling because had it come out and, like, they had put these guys in it as DLC or, additional characters, y'all could have made money. Now, wait, speaking of money, quick thing, I did get an email from Amazon. I'm going to just tell y'all. And they want to sponsor your boy for to just do a little minute, 30-second ad on whatever they send me. Am I going to do it? Maybe. Hopefully y'all don't leave, but you understand. I got a family. I got grandkids. What's wrong with a little extra money on top of a little extra money? So it'll only be a minute and 30-second ad for whatever that they send me. And that's it. You know what I mean? Y'all probably won't have to deal with all the rest of the ads or whatever. But just so you know, don't be surprised if next week, right now, there's an ad break and it's me talking about whatever. Now, back to it. Look at Ironhide's face sculpt. Look at the chest. Look at all the tabs that you can see in this one clear shot. You see 2 tabs on the hood. You see a tab on the front bumper. You see tabs, Like, obviously, these toys are basically masterpieces, literal masterpieces. They look incredible. The fact that, like I said, in robot mode, they're not trying to hide what the vehicle is. They want you to know that this is an armored truck. They want you to know that this is an armored helicopter. They want you to know that, hey, these are fully articulated. They feel good in hand. Like, look, you can tell by the looks of them, the plastic is going to be amazing. You see hand articulation, knee articulation, thigh, elbow, wrist. And I love how the wings just protrude straight off the shoulders with the 8 missiles and the 2 round cannons. You know what I mean? Like, this looks phenomenal. I love the fact that he's got the wheels on both sides of the feet. Again, very reminiscent to what we thought we were going to see in Reactivate. It's like they took the designs for Reactivate and was like, let's make them smoke crack and then do a little meth on top of it. And this is what they got. You know what I mean? This is up all night for 3 weeks straight, putting designs and moldings and everything else together into a perfect toy. Now, how much will they be? Couldn't tell you. Do I care? Not at all. Will I buy them? Yes, I will. I could care less how much these cost. If we're paying what we are paying for what we get right now, I'm sure these are going to cost a pretty penny. And you know what? You can have all my pennies. There's going to be no problem posing them. They look imposing. And I don't know how big the set pieces that they used in the back are, but I'm a sucker for a diorama and some set pieces. Obviously, these are going to be rather big. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to be masterpiece scale, But I mean, by the looks of it, they don't look like to be small toys. Now, you know, we're not going to see these in Walmart. These are not going to pop up in Ross in a couple years. You know what I mean? So as soon as these go on pre-order, I'm definitely clicking, and I will let y'all know when they do or when I have more information about that. But we're looking at a 2026 release for these guys. And a lot of people in the comments were saying, hey, you know what? I hope they don't do Optimus and Megatron right yet. Do a bunch of other people first. You know, save the best for not necessarily last, but just for later. And then, like with the guns that you get, see the gun right there that he's holding has a tab on the side, so it tabs in somewhere. You know what I mean? It's hidden somewhere. I wonder if that turret on his back, or Gatling gun, machine gun, whatever you want to call it. I hope that well, obviously you can see it's on a pin that turns, but I hope that that's articulated also. I like how the doors are folded behind it. Again, like I said, the fact that they're not trying to hide car parts. They're not trying to hide the helicopter parts. But yet, in vehicle mode, you wouldn't know that this turned into a robot. I think that is genius. I'm glad that we finally got to figure out and find out what Overgear actually is and or was or whatever. But you know what? Again, like I said, just being optimistic, my hopes is that we get way more of these, and I hope that we get some kind of game or something out of this. These guys look phenomenal. Now I have with Dark of the Moon blackout, one of them blackouts from the movies, because I loved the helicopter and the 2009 movie. So yeah, I guess that would have been Dark of the Moon. Yeah. So because I want, or maybe it's Revenge of the Fallen. I'm not sure. Either way, the blackout that I have now, I loved it because I liked the way the helicopter looked, and I planned on doing, and I did do, the stop motion for the 2009 movie. It's in my playlist. Go to it. It's called 2009 movie. But I would love an updated, stylized blackout, and I think I have found him. Now, looking at the new Evangeline Optimus Prime, we did not get a chance to see what the vehicle mode looks like, but we do get to see that he is indeed like a Bayverse type crossover, which is fine. But the people in the comments who are fans of Bayverse were a little mad that the chest was not flat. They didn't want the chest to be protruded like that. But my thing is, let's just wait and see what it looks like, you know, or the more official images. These were just thrown up so people could know what it would look like. The Halloween face, definitely scary on Optimus. But apparently you get a few other faces. You get a bunch of weapons with them. I think you might get another chest or some kind of plate with it, as far as I was reading, but I don't remember necessarily. But I just wanted to get these out here for you to see them. Let me know in the comments, do you plan on picking any of these up? And again, not my fault necessarily that we're looking at grayscale, but I wanted to get these out as fast as possible for you to be able to see these as fast as possible so you can make your decision. And there's a regular Optimus face. And look, right there, it looks like the chest does go flat. But look at all of the detail that they put, like on the tires and on the sword and on the legs and the thighs and everything else. Another must-have, I believe, for my collection. I'm really digging this. I like how it looks. I like how it turned out. But yeah, that is the Evangeline crossover. A lot of people also were saying they don't see an Evangeline anywhere in this Optimus. But if you know and you see it, let me know. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime.